My darlings, gather around because what I'm about to share with you is absolutely earth-shattering. We're diving deep into a scandal so massive, so utterly shocking, that it's sending tremors through the entire hip-hop industry. And at the center of it all, none other than hip-hop's biggest mogul himself. Picture this. Behind all the glitz, the glamour, and the empire we've come to know, there's a legal scandal unfolding that's so wild, so absolutely mind-blowing, that it makes those prime-time courtroom dramas look like child's play. And today, we're pulling back the curtain on every single juicy detail of the explosive showdown between Jay-Z and this absolutely fearless Texas attorney, Tony Busby. These two titans have been locked in this absolutely fascinating battle, throwing punches both in the courtroom and across social media platforms. But just when everyone thought they'd seen it all, Busby drops this nuclear bomb of an amended lawsuit that has everyone's jaws on the floor. Are you ready for this? Because what I'm about to tell you is going to shake you to your core. In this absolutely shocking lawsuit, Busby is representing a client who's making the most horrific accusation imaginable, claiming that the 99 Problems rapper, along with Diddy, Sayed, a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. I know. It's absolutely devastating to even think about. Now, both of them have completely denied these allegations, but oh honey, that's just the beginning of this twisted tale. Jay-Z is absolutely furious about these accusations. He went straight to Roc Nation's social media platforms and basically declared all-out war. He's not just denying everything, he's coming for Busby's throat, accusing him of trying to extort money. And the shade he threw? Legendary. Called him a deplorable human, and this part is just delicious, an ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. Can you even believe the audacity?
Every time I could have made a really big check, he's always stepped in and intentionally f***ed it up. Every time. Listen, don't ask me, ask the rest of the industry. You know, that's why I got the f*** away. I mean, one of the reasons. Like Jay, like the way I would look at it, if you could compare him to like a character now, I'd say he's like ruthless.
But darlings, hold on to your seats, because this story takes so many wild turns, your head will be spinning. We're talking about accusations of bribery, secret recordings that would make James Bond jealous, and, wait for it, people actually pretending to be federal agents. This isn't just another celebrity lawsuit, my friends. This is a ticking time bomb that's threatening to explode and take down everything in its path. Jay-Z, whose name has always been synonymous with success, power, and that ruthless drive for greatness, now finds himself entangled in a legal saga so explosive, it could potentially shake the very foundation of his carefully built empire. The accusations being thrown around are absolutely staggering. We're talking about bribery schemes, covert operations, and people allegedly masquerading as federal agents. It's the kind of scandal that has even the most seasoned courtroom veterans clutching their pearls in disbelief. And just when you thought this couldn't possibly get any more dramatic, enter this shocking new lawsuit that set tongues wagging across the industry. A Texas man is now claiming that Jay-Z's lawyers are actually paying people to sue Busby and his law firm. We're talking about a massive 133-page lawsuit filed on January 3rd in Harris County, Texas. And guess who's representing this explosive new case? None other than Busby's law firm themselves. The plot just keeps getting thicker.
Get to including explosive allegations first reported by NBC News being made against rap icon Jay-Z. A new civil lawsuit accuses him of raping a 13-year-old girl with Sean Diddy Combs at a house party more than 2 decades ago. Claims both men deny. NBC's senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett's here with more. Hey, Laura, good morning.
Hey, Hoda, good morning to you. Ever since Combs was indicted by federal prosecutors last fall, these parties he was known for hosting and what celebrities may have attended has been the subject of intense scrutiny. But the blast radius around the star had been relatively contained until now.
This morning, disturbing new claims against music icon Jay-Z. A civil lawsuit detailing sexual assault, originally brought against his longtime friend Sean Diddy Combs, now adding new allegations against the rapper whose real name is Sean Carter, claims both men deny. The anonymous woman who was 13 at the time described in the lawsuit as being drugged and raped at an MTV VMAs after party. She says Combs suggesting the attorney had tried to seek a settlement first, adding, quote, "I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world."
The rapper issued a blistering statement in response and directed his comments at attorney Tony Busby, who filed the suit, saying, quote, "You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. I look forward to showing you just how different I am."
Standing at the epicenter of this absolutely delicious chaos is Tony Busby himself, this larger-than-life Texas attorney who's made quite a name for himself by fearlessly taking on giants. When you combine his bold, unapologetic personality with these shadowy allegations surrounding Roc Nation, child, it's like throwing a match into a powder keg. Let me break down how this whole messy situation started brewing. This scandal didn't just explode overnight. Oh no, honey. It's been simmering for months, like a pot of the most scandalous soup you've ever tasted, before it finally boiled over into the public eye. Busby, who absolutely lives for the spotlight and controversy, might have finally met his match in Jay-Z. He filed this absolutely scorching lawsuit against the rapper, alleging all sorts of criminal activities. Of course, both Jay-Z and fellow mogul Diddy immediately shut it down, calling the allegations completely outrageous and fabricated. But Jay-Z? Oh honey, he didn't just deny it and move on. He went straight for the jugular. He took to Roc Nation's social media platforms and basically declared all-out war on Busby, holding absolutely nothing back.
And then Tony Busby responded to Jay-Z's statement by writing this on X. "Since I sent the letter on her behalf, the defendant, Mr. Carter, has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me, and as plaintiff, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media."
This morning, Houston attorney Tony Busby is speaking out again about the claims made by rapper Jay-Z through his company Roc Nation on Sunday. Over the weekend, a lawsuit claiming that Sean Diddy Combs raped a 13-year-old back in 2000 was amended to also accuse Jay-Z. His statement on Sunday slammed Busby and claimed that the attorney tried to blackmail him into settling. Then, late last night, Busby posted on X saying in part that no one has made any threats and Jay-Z's comments are bogus and laughable. He also called the rapper's allegations a quote, "coordinated and desperate effort to focus the public's attention on me personally to avoid attention on the allegations being made by my clients." Jay-Z has denied all allegations.
Now, if Jay-Z thought his public condemnation would make Busby crawl back into his hole, baby, he had another thing coming. Busby clapped back with his own allegations, claiming Jay-Z was trying to intimidate both him and his client. This legal battle transformed into the most delicious public spectacle, with both sides throwing shade like they were getting paid by the insult. But hold on to your wigs, because this is where things get even more scandalous. In January, this man named Jose Maldonado steps into the spotlight with another absolutely explosive lawsuit. And what he's claiming, it will make your head spin. According to him, Jay-Z's legal team has been orchestrating this elaborate secret campaign to completely destroy Busby. The lawsuit alleges that Roc Nation and Jay-Z's high-powered attorneys, including this Marcy Croft from the prestigious Quinn Emanuel firm, were actually trying to bribe Busby's former clients to turn against him. But wait, because this next part is absolutely insane. According to the lawsuit, these people were actually pretending to be federal agents. Can you even imagine the audacity? They were supposedly going door to door with fake badges trying to convince people to sue Busby. Maldonado claims they offered him a whopping $10,000 to file a lawsuit, but something about the whole situation just didn't sit right with him. Instead of taking their money, he went straight to Busby, and that's when this whole house of cards started tumbling down. The lawsuit claims that Roc Nation is financing this entire operation, while attorneys Marcy Croft and Quinn Emanuel are the masterminds pulling all the strings behind the scenes. And get this, these fake agents were supposedly flashing badges around like they were extras in a crime drama. According to the suit, they were offering up to $10,000 to anyone willing to sue Busby's firm. The audacity is just breathtaking. But here's where it gets really juicy. Maldonado says he recorded everything. We're talking actual recordings of these operatives discussing their little bribery scheme in detail. If these tapes turn out to be legitimate, it could be absolutely catastrophic for Roc Nation's defense. Busby's team is claiming these recordings contain damning evidence of a coordinated effort to discredit him, with agents allegedly caught red-handed on audio tape. Now, technically speaking, Jay-Z himself isn't named as a defendant in this particular lawsuit, but darlings, his company Roc Nation is right in the crosshairs. The suit basically argues that Jay-Z and Roc Nation are practically one and the same, given that he's the founder and chairman. The lawsuit acknowledges that this all started with Busby's law firm filing that explosive rape lawsuit against Jay-Z in New York federal court, which led to Jay-Z suing Busby's firm in Los Angeles state court. But here's where things get even more twisted. While all this legal drama was unfolding in various courts, Jay-Z's attorneys, who represent both him and Roc Nation, were in court and in the press, completely denying any involvement in these alleged schemes. But if these claims about fake badges, covert operations, and recorded evidence turn out to be true, we're not just talking about damaged reputations anymore. We could be looking at serious criminal charges. If the federal authorities decide to get involved, Roc Nation and its attorneys might find themselves in some seriously hot water. The details of Maldonado's story are absolutely wild. He claims these people working for Marcy Croft were relentlessly trying to contact him, even showing up at his father's house while pretending to be federal officers. When they finally managed to get hold of him, they supposedly promised him this massive payday to join their lawsuit. But instead of taking the bait, he went straight to Busby. And now we have this explosive lawsuit about solicitation and civil conspiracy. In a statement that had everyone's tongues wagging, Busby told the Houston Chronicle, "The conduct alleged by Mr. Maldonado is illegal and unethical. We know investigators have gone all over the United States illegally contacting our former clients to try to entice them with money to sue our firm. According to Mr. Maldonado, we now know who is behind this effort. We won't be intimidated nor deterred in our important work. I expect more lawsuits will follow as we continue to hear former clients report this egregious conduct." But Marcy Croft? Oh honey, she is not taking these accusations lying down. She fired back at these allegations with both barrels blazing, saying they absolutely reek of desperation. In her own statement to the Houston Chronicle, she declared, "For over 25 years, I've dedicated my career to exposing and dismantling networks of fraud and manipulation. I didn't ask to be a part of this fight, but now that he's dragged me into it, he should know that I'm not someone who backs down. Mr. Busby should be worried. Truth and justice are on my side, and I have every intention of holding him accountable." Meanwhile, Busby is absolutely living for this drama, painting himself as David taking on Goliath in this epic legal battle. And he's dropping hints that this is just the tip of the iceberg. Apparently, there might be even more lawsuits and explosive revelations coming in the weeks ahead. The anticipation is absolutely killing me.
Tony Busby and Jay-Z and his attorneys are slowing down anytime soon. So let's bring on attorney and litigator Rich Schoenstein to get his take on this. Rich, always great to see you. What's your reaction to this lawsuit, especially since Tony Busby has made these allegations before?
Yeah, well, there's this whole sideshow now between Tony Busby and the lawyers who are reportedly representing Jay-Z, especially Quinn Emanuel. There's been some litigation already, and now this is a new suit down in Texas that to some extent is kind of a sideshow, right? The main question are still these really salacious claims against Sean Combs and against Jay-Z and potentially against other people about what happened. And now there's all this stuff between the attorneys that is very interesting for a guy like me, but maybe a little less interesting to others. I don't know.
And a federal judge has ruled the woman alleging she was raped by Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs can remain anonymous. The woman says both men raped her at a party when she was 13 years old. Jay-Z's legal team had fought to get the case dismissed, arguing his accuser should have to reveal her name. But the judge disagreed. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest.
A legal victory for the woman who is suing Jay-Z for allegedly raping her when she was 13. A federal judge ruling the woman can proceed with the case while remaining anonymous, at least for now. The judge also chastising the lawyers representing Jay-Z, accusing them of trying to fast-track the judicial process by repeatedly filing motions to reveal the identity of the Jane Doe to have the case dismissed. The judge, writing in a 5-page brief that the Carter's lawyers' relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. The court will not fast-track the judicial process merely because the counsel demands it. This latest legal twist coming after the recently filed civil lawsuit by Jane Doe, claiming that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and P. Diddy, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party after the MTV Music Awards in 2000, when unnamed celebrity watched. Jay-Z has vehemently denied all the allegations, putting out this statement 2 weeks ago, writing in part, "This is a blackmail attempt." The multi-platinum artist, who was 30 at the time, now a business mogul with decades of hits to his name, with songs like Run This Town. His attorneys have denied everything about Jane Doe's account and pointed to some alleged inconsistencies in her story.
It's not just that this story is a lie and that it's not true. It's provably, demonstrably false. This never happened.
The judge writing that while Jane Doe can remain anonymous for now, she may be required to reveal her identity at a later date to allow Jay-Z's lawyers to collect facts necessary to prepare for trial.
Oftentimes, when someone is accused of a crime like this, the accuser doesn't want to be named, and if they are forced to be named, we have seen certain people decide to drop the lawsuit altogether.
Morgan Norwood, thank you. And Tony Busby, the lawyer representing Jay-Z and Diddy's accuser, says in a statement to ABC News, quote, "I will say that the coordinated and desperate efforts to attack me as counsel for alleged victims are falling flat. We won't be bullied or intimidated." We did reach out to Jay-Z and his team, but did not get a response.
So what do you think about all this absolutely scandalous drama, my darlings? Is this just a case of a power-hungry attorney trying to take down one of music's biggest moguls? Or is there something even more sinister lurking beneath the surface? Could these shocking allegations actually be true? Or is this all just an elaborate attempt at character assassination? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I am dying to hear what you think about this whole mess. And while you're processing all this tea I just spilled, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on the next chapter of this absolutely explosive saga. We've got more jaw-dropping stories coming your way right here on this channel, so stay tuned. This is one drama that's definitely far from over.